Get ready. Quarantine in place, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Social distancing. Gyms are still open. Stores are open. They will be overwhelmed with buyers trying to get the essentials. Essentials being toilet paper. Today was like a snow day. We might hear a car here and there, a siren, some noise, but today it felt different. The schools are closed, no guards with their whistles to guard, no cars honking their horn, rushing to drop their children in a rush to either go home or go to work. My daughter worked today. She works at a gym. They're close to the public, but they keep on cleaning the equipment and getting ready for the mandatory close down until further notice. The company will pay her wages up to a year after closing. But what about the wages for America? How can we sustain our homes, families, and nation? Never mind, never mind all this, but what about the psychological crisis? Are we really going to be scared to submission? Day 1, Tuesday, March 17th. From 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., we can move around, go to the market, get some essentials, come back home and watch the news, a movie, read a book, and write some kind of story. Tuesday, March 31st, 2020, day 14th. It got real. Basically, we will be locked down, no walking around, no hanging out. Borders to Irvington, East Orange, and North Newark are closed. As humans, we don't listen, we don't pay attention, and we are always questioning everything. This time, the proof is in the pudding. Stay home. New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut are leading in the East Coast with viral cases. A baby died, so no one is exempt. This time around, believe the hype, take this seriously, and prepare yourself. Honestly, I am afraid. Very much so.
Non-essential businesses to close by 8 p.m. Restaurants must curtail indoor dining, although they can stay open for delivery and takeout. There are also new restrictions there on beauty salons, barbershops, and gyms. The restrictions will be reassessed.
At 8 p.m., we expect everyone to be in the house unless there is an emergency. Listen, if we do what Dr. Wade outlines for us, if we follow instructions, if we help each other out, we will get through this. It's going to be some rough steps and times ahead of us, but we've been through things just as difficult. We have to work together, be as collective as we possibly can, follow instructions, be inside at 8 p.m., practice social distancing.
Day 21, April 7th, 2020. We need to be more concerned about all that is going on in our cities, towns, and states. This is not a TV show. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is real. This is the real shit. This is not fiction. I think I have enough medications. I'm not sure. Not sure yet, but let us pray I do. As I heard more bad news, friends dying, family members, all those sick did not die. And finally, I thought, how much longer can we hold this line? How thin is this line? How thick is this line? Do we really want to hold the line? Still taking my meds because it's all about me, Rona, and Zoloft. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
I'm doing good, I'm doing good.
All right, before you get any further, take those clothes off and put them in the wash.
I know. This coronavirus has taken over, has taken my life, my mind, has stressed me so much. The fact of leaving the house, coming in and getting undressed at the door, taking on my clothes, putting it in the washer, and going and taking a shower, and living just for the moment where I can feel safe. Maybe if I close my eyes, I might conquer death without pain. Maybe I can dream of dreams never dreamt before. Maybe I will be afraid to wake up. So many people dying. You know, I'm afraid that one day can be somebody that I love, somebody that is next to me, in my soul, in my heart. My mind is racing through all these thoughts. If I stare into the dark walls, I might find a spot with a perfect circle, or I might find a vortex to another dimension. Away from all this coronavirus, quarantine, and everything else that is going on. I can't take it any longer. I don't know how much a soul, my body, my mind can take today. Hi, my name is Khadijah Taylor, and I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder 20 years ago. At that time, medications and therapy was a little bit different compared to what we have today. And it wasn't easy to talk openly about mental illness and in a society where you were considered to be crazy. Very disturbing to see how people treated others with mental disorders back in Puerto Rico. I created this project because during the quarantine, at the beginning it was easy. At the beginning for me, it was like, okay, so we're gonna go through this 10-15 days, you know, and it's gonna get better, and we're gonna stop all this nonsense, and we're gonna go back to normal. 10 days passed, 15 days passed, 30 days, 6 months, a year. I journaled for 30 days plus. And throughout the days, you know, I start one day, I'm okay, and I'm feeling, you know, hopeful. And then I listen to the news, and despair starts. My head is just like throbbing with all these announcements and commercials and conspiracy theories, and life as we know it stopped. But I got through. And one of my biggest things was writing and focusing on things that I loved, things that were important to me, and they remain important. I took a chance. I went outside and took photos. I drove around, did some filming, As soon as the gyms opened, I took that opportunity and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I risked myself to do so. I went to the park, I was exercising, I met new people. So after a year and a half, a family member got very sick. She spent almost 4 months in a hospital. And my husband went to see her basically every day. And what happened was that, and we know that hospitals are the worst place to be. You know, you got bacteria and all kinds of things crawling all over the place. So eventually my husband caught COVID, and everybody else in the house. I had my daughter and him very sick in the house. I experienced that. Them sick, laid out, that I couldn't do anything for them, but just to keep them comfortable and get ready to call 911 when one of them stopped breathing. For me, the experience was a little bit different. The only thing that happened to me was that I lost my sense of smell and taste. And it was horrendous because I was burning food in here. I was burning food, I wasn't tasting nothing. Everything was like, oh my God, what is next? The headaches, the pounding headaches, they never stop. They still remain. My eyesight got very bad. And today, I'm grateful that I learned how to cope with things in a different way. I'm just grateful to present this project to everybody who will see it. And I'm grateful to share with you my experience as a mental illness patient with my best friend, Zoloft, Rona, and the rest of the world. Thank you. And